Welcome to this video all about how to use your brand new Wedding Pros or Ready to Grow 24-month planner. My name's Becca Pountney. I'm the planner creator, and I created this planner to help originally my clients to stay on track with their goals. But now by publishing it on Amazon, I'm allowing more people to be able to get hold of this and keep their business goals on track. So whether we've never met before and you just stumbled across this planner on Amazon, whether you are a client of mine and part of my Wedding Pro Members Lounge, or whether you've just been following my journey for a while, thank you for taking the time to buy this planner. And I hope that by tracking your goals and tracking your plans through the year, you're going to get even more on top of your business and ultimately make more profit. So in this very short video, I'm going to walk you through how to use the planner to the best of its ability. So let's get diving in. Obviously, make sure you put your name in your planner. One of my favorite things to do whenever I get a new book. And then we go down here. So the first section is your annual planner. Now, this planner is based on 2 years. We've not put dates in it so that you can start it at any time of the year. But whenever you start it, you might want to set out some annual goals. Now, the idea is to think bigger. What do you want to achieve in your business this year? What are the big things you want to achieve? Why do you want them? What are your deadlines? What are the milestones to track that you're getting into those goals? And what are the steps you're going to take to get there? So there's space in there to set a number of different goals and take some time to sit down and think these things through. Now, there's also a section here where you can think about the resources available to you to help you set those and hit those goals, challenges you might face along the way, and how you plan to overcome them. The next section of the planner is quarterly. Now, you'll see this appearing quarterly throughout the book. And again, it's to set you up for the next 90 days. So taking those bigger overarching goals and breaking them down into smaller goals just for the 90 days ahead of you. And in here, again, you can put your goals for the quarter. You can pop in your action steps and when you want to do them for each of those months. So for example, if it's the first quarter of the year, you would put in January, February, March, and what you want to get done in each of those and a due date. And of course, you can tick them off, cross them off as you go through as well, which is always very satisfying. Once you've got through the quarterly goals, then you'll see these monthly goal setting sheets. Now, if you are a paying member of my Wedding Pro education community, the Wedding Pro Members Lounge, you will know that we go through these documents as a collective once a month. So if you're not a member of the lounge, all the details of how to join those calls and become a member are also going to be below this video. However, on those calls, we will go through these sheets together to keep everyone on track throughout the month on Zoom. We also share wins on those calls and that kind of thing as well. So let me talk you through how this sheet works. So first of all, you need to put the month at the top. Now, this question, where are you on the ladder, is only really relevant to you if you are inside the Wedding Pro Members Lounge. Inside there, all of our training is in something called the Wedding Pro Success Ladder. It's broken into different stages depending where you are at in your business. And the idea is that you can write in there that you are at the grow stage so that you can track your progress and make sure you're watching the video content that's right for you where you are right now. So if you are a Members Lounge member, then feel free to put that in. If you're not, then just feel free to leave that blank. And then my favorite bit of the planner is these faces. So you can tell yourself when you look back over the months of February, March, whatever it is, then are you feeling super happy? Are you feeling a bit neutral about your business, or are you looking unhappy? I recommend you fill this in at the last day of the month. So you're always looking back at the month before. So for example, if it's the 28th of February, then we'd be looking back at the whole of February. So in this column, we're going to put our actuals. So on the day that we do this, the last day of the month, what are our actual numbers? How many Instagram followers have we got? How many email subscribers do we have if we have an email list? How many website visits have we had in that month? And how many reviews have been left for us in our business? You can also add in any other little things that you want to track underneath there as well, if you like. Then we set ourselves targets for the next month. So what next month do we want our Instagram stats to be? How many more email subscribers do we want to get? How many website visits do we want? And how many more reviews are we going to try and aim for? Then we move down to our financial goals. So again, first of all, we're going to do the actuals. So we're going to talk about how many inquiries we've had over the month that's just gone and how many sales we've had over the month that's just gone. Now you can track this in a couple of different ways, whatever resonates with you. You can either say, I had 5 inquiries and made 2 sales, Or you could say, I had £6,000 worth of inquiries and I sold £3,000 worth of services. However, it resonates better with you. And then again, under targets, you can then put in your targets for the next month. How many inquiries do you want to get into your business and how many sales? The reason that I put both stats down is we want to look at your conversion rate, because if you're getting 25 inquiries and only ever making one sale, then that's saying something about something in your conversion process that isn't quite working. So it's good to track this. Going down to the next box, we put in where our inquiries came from last month. I think, again, this is good to track because often we think our inquiries are coming from one place, but they're actually coming from a completely different place. So, have most of your last month's inquiries come from a directory? Have they come from word of mouth? Have they come from Instagram, Google search, your website? Jot it down and you can look back when making marketing decisions in the future. One of our favorite things to do when we do this on our Zoom calls monthly with my members is rating ourselves. Again, being really honest with ourselves, looking back over the previous month, how do we think we did in our business in these areas? Marketing, 1 being terrible, 5 being amazing, and anywhere in between. Sales, how well do you feel the sales went in your business? Personal development and work-life balance. Now, again, this is just a good chance for us to reflect because it may be that our sales have been amazing, but our work-life balance has been shocking, and therefore we need to readdress that. And if we're seeing the same numbers low every month, that's a sign to us that we need to improve or change something in our processes. Now, the next box is target connections. The great thing about target connections is it's thinking about the people that you want to build relationships with. This could be fellow wedding pros, it could be wedding venues, it could even be PR contacts that you want to build with, it could be other educators. There's loads of ways that you can think about building these connections. But by writing them down and targeting them, then we can really think about how we can get to know those people, how we can work with those people, how we can reach out to those people. And again, when we're on our live calls, what I get people to do sometimes is share those in the chat because quite often there'll be someone else on the call that has a contact to help them out with that connection. And that always gets it done quicker. Then the final part of our sheet are the wins and the learnings and the things we need to get done. So we always celebrate wins in my members lounge all of the time. So whatever month it is, even if we feel like it's been the most shocking month ever in our business, there are always something to celebrate. There is always a win to be had. So in this box, you can write down your wins. And this is a great way that you can look back through your planner at the end of the year or at the end of the 2 years and go back and remember all of those wins. Because sometimes as entrepreneurs, we're always looking to the next thing and not remembering to celebrate the good things that have happened. Learnings is my way of saying, okay, maybe some things didn't go quite right and we need to look at how to do them differently next time. So this is where you can fill those out. Perhaps you did work too much. Perhaps what you did didn't work. Maybe your time management was poor. Maybe you've learned that spending lots of time in this area isn't actually valuable to your business. Write these down and learn from them. Again, if you're writing the same learnings every month, that's a sign to you that you need something to change. And then finally, 3 things you want to get done in the next month. Now, again, these need to relate back to your quarterly goals, to your annual goals. But what are 3 things that are going to move your business forward in the next month that you want to be accountable for getting done? So that when you do this exercise in a month's time, you can look back and see that you've got them done. We've also included a notes page under here because I know that sometimes there's other things you want to track or other details that you want to put down that aren't included in this sheet. So there's always a notes page for you to make some notes on. So you will see then that we go through each of those months for the 3 months of the quarter, and then we're going to swing back round to our 90-day check-in. So this is the end of the quarter, and you can check in here some of the numbers. We can put our wins and learnings in. We can put in some of our limiting beliefs and how we're going to overrule those limiting beliefs as well. And then there's some lovely quotes to keep you motivated. Now, depending on the planner you purchased, will depend what quotes you have. We have a musical theatre edition, we have a quotes edition, and we have a lyric edition as well. Personally, the musical theatre one is my favourite, but that's because I'm a musical theatre geek. Then you'll see we go right back round to the quarterly goal planning. So we start this process again for the quarter, then the monthly ones, then the 90-day check-in, and so on and so forth. Once you've gone through a year, doesn't matter when that year started, we go back to the beginning for year 2 with your annual goals. Now, the great thing is, as I said, you can start this planner at any point. You can start it whenever you want. It's undated, so you can use it to the best of your ability. I recommend diarising time to fill this stuff in, otherwise it will go undone. Always look at the end of the month to fill this in, and And again, if you are in the Members Lounge or want to be part of the Members Lounge, we do this together as a collective to keep you on track. If you've got any questions, anything doesn't make sense, reach out to me on Instagram at Becca Pountney. I hope you love using the planner. If you are using it, I'd love you to share a picture on Instagram, tag me in it, and I'll make sure I give you a share back.